What's going on, guys? Cyn for the win here. We are back with our franchise mode as the Detroit Red Wings. And, well, we're at the draft here. And, not a disappointing playoff exit, but we've got to think of what could have been, because I'll show you in a second. Okay, maybe not a second, because I got to look at the draft class first after we look at that lottery here. Let's find some guys to pin. All right, this guy for sure. Alexander Datsuk. Got to get a Datsuk on Detroit. There we go. Pin him. Medium elite. Oh, all these guys. Pin all of them. We could probably grab all these guys. Maybe have to pick a little bit. What am I trying to say? Out of well, off the board here, but definitely possible. We're not going to get this guy scouted in time, so I won't even bother. But that's a good amount of pins. Yep. We got 6 guys pinned total out of 9 picks. Yeah, a few blind picks in there. We're not getting that one. All right, so that's pretty much it. Unless, no, yeah, there's not really not. Unless there is some top 6s. Hold on. Any later top 6s? Not really. Yeah, not really. Okay. So forget that. All right, and now, as I was trying to say. Oh, never mind. Forgot. Still got the retirements here. I'm excited to. Oh, you guys could probably already guess. So yeah. Ooh, yeah, that's unfortunate. Boston losing Bergeron at age 36 when he's still got plenty of hockey left in him. I don't know what the heck that's about, but all right. Weber retiring makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Probably. Can't tell. Can't tell with any of these guys. But yeah. Bergeron retiring there doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but you know, EA. Longo finally retires at age 43. Whoa. He played really good in his last year. Look at him go. Good career numbers to end off. Cam Ward, Lettinen, Smith, Howard all retiring. And Budaj, Grice, and Lack as well. All right, so there we go for retirements. And now, finally, get out of here. I can show you. Yep. Caps win the cup. So we lost in the conference finals to the eventual Stanley Cup winner. So that's not too bad. But like I said, yeah, I think what could have been, imagine if we were able to edge out the victory against them. Maybe, you know, could have been. But there you go, Caps. Good job. Ovi gets himself another cup. Tampa with the Presidents. Clarence S. Campbell, so is the Stars against the Caps for the A Cup. Very heavy-hitting matchup right there. So Stamkos gets the Art Ross as well as the Hart. Subban got the Norris. Lady Bing went to Jack Hughes. Hype. Lafreniere got that Calder. Ovechkin got the Conn Smythe. Ranta with the Vezina. William M. Jennings to Ranta as well. Edmondson gets the Bill Masterton. Yep, 3 years running. Selke for O'Reilly. Ted Lindsay went to Stamkos. And Hughes with the Maurice Richard. So Hughes taking home a couple pieces of hardware here. Good for us. The future is bright in Detroit. And that's what we got to look out for. The whole league better look out for it. And we just got to keep building up our team because we're in good shape right now. All right, so draft time. Don't think I need to take care of anything else. Let's just get right into it and see what it's all about. So we have probably 28th. Yep, 28th. And the 30th. Got the 28th and the 30th here, which is probably not actually that good for this year. If we look at what's available around there. No, not really that good. Unless we got lucky with him. Or lucky if this guy turns out to be an elite, which I highly doubt. But a couple top 6s never hurt anyone, and then we can get all the other. Although I might choose this guy with one of them. Because, yeah, let's just see where our numbers are lining up here. 36. I definitely want to get that guy. For sure. And all the others we can kind of pick off the board. So I'll probably get him with our 28 or 30th. because we're definitely not going to have a second, and we only have our own second because of the format. So, all right, let's just do that. Let's just figure that out. All right, so my goodness, and I didn't turn on the draft settings because I'm dumb. Oh well, we know what we're getting mostly. I'll check the overalls after that. I'm just gonna sim ahead to our pick then because I was a little dumb right there and didn't turn on the draft settings. So let's just make the pick here at 28th. I might go for the safe play and grab this guy. Yep. Similar to Rick Nash. Weird. He didn't do incredible, though. This guy did a lot better. C-, but way better numbers. Huh. 69 games played, 68 with... Dude, I'm grabbing this guy because that's a large discrepancy. He'd probably just be a top 6, but you never know. So we'll grab him, and then with the 30th, we'll take the elite. So I do apologize. I always forget at some point. So we're gonna grab Hilbert here with this next pick. We don't know what overall he's gonna be. We could take guesses. All right, let's sim up here. And let me just check where my next ones are coming up, and I might take a blind pick here and then start picking off the board because they're all close in succession. Yeah, we'll probably start picking off the board with this for the 101. 94, 126, 158. Oh, there's a 137 in there. Let's see. Oops. There we are. That's what I wanted. Yeah, 101. Yeah, that's probably what we'll do. All right, so we'll make one pick here. It's going to be probably a pure blind pick. Could go for this guy, though, second round. Although, seeing that, it's far from a guarantee. Although those are two defensemen. Forwards can be different. So this is probably the best bet for a steal. Yeah, the forward is the best bet for a steal. Might not be anything, but we're going to take it anyway. We'll check all this, though. Yeah, oh, with the... yeah, so whatever. Didn't have much luck grabbing anything, but at least it's a power forward, so... you got that going for us. That he could just pan out and actually be a defensive player, depth guy. So we'll grab the 101 now. And then I could do one pick in between those two with the next. Yeah, with the 137 I could do then those two and then those two. All right, so we're going to grab Datsuk right now, Alexander Datsuk. He's going to be in his 60s, probably injury prone, but whatever. Still grabbing him. Because it's a medium elite, if anything, good trade value. So this is the 137. No, this is 120. Oh, never mind. We got a 126, so the next one I think I'll pick. So here, this is going to be a pure blind pick. I know really nothing. For lows, there's a low top 9. Low defense might be the best bet here. No. Nothing's great, but a grinder. Hold on, how good is he going to be? No. He's already 20. That's not going to work. No. Okay. Better off taking a gamble, I guess. Yeah, we're not going to know much about any of these guys, really. So I'll grab this, or... yeah, grab the defenseman who might be. There was a medium top 4 in there. All right, next. Now we're going to pick. From the 137 on, I think we're grabbing all pinned guys here. So we'll grab this guy way out of order. He's not going to be, he's going to be 50s overall. We'll know for sure when we actually check after this. Next up's the 158. I'm just going to grab all these guys now because nothing looks really good. Let's grab him. Can't really tell. Kind of screwed myself. But again, we already have a lot of value. And we had so many good guys pinned. That really doesn't matter. But yeah, we're getting... we might not actually get this last guy. Yeah, we're not going to actually get him unless I trade up. Is he someone I want to trade up for? Oh. Not good at face-offs, but everything else is pretty good. Is this guy... yeah, do I prefer this guy? Kinda. Yeah, well, he is also 19. I would still like both of them if I can get them. So we'll grab him first, and then try to trade up for... which pick is this? Yeah, we can go for something like that. They want to give it up. I'll just play it safe and grab something. We'll have to trade this pick along with it, but we'll have to throw something else in there. Do we have a trash goalie we could do? Not really trash. Those guys got some stuff on them. Trash skaters, maybe? Might be hard. Bottom six guy. I could throw him in there. There we go. They'll accept that. Yeah, absolute no-brainer, blah, blah, blah. I just want the low elite. Alright, so we'll sim up here and grab our last guy. And Bob's your uncle. We are done. And then we could check exactly what they all are. I do apologize. I forget it every now and then. Usually I don't. I've been pretty good about this one, but finally forgot one. So, alright. There's our picks. I think they're going to be pretty solid. I'm really interested to see what that Watt guy is. With the point totals, it almost seemed like he might be an elite, but it doesn't mean that doesn't mean everything. It's far from meaning a whole lot. It was, but just the discrepancy between the 2 points was kind of out of this world. So let's see what they all were for sure. All right, contracts. Do I have to go in the system? Yeah. All right, so Alexiev, this is the guy, 58 overall at 19. Yeah, this is the guy we drafted in the 7th, the last guy. Watt was okay, only a top 6. Damn, I was kind of hoping for an elite. He had an insane point total, but whatever, it's still good. And yeah, I don't know, just that point total. I'm like, maybe, but it wasn't meant to be. This guy. We actually didn't draft this year. Who's next? Cohen. Yeah, he didn't turn out to be anything. A low top 6. Datsuk, we knew was a medium elite. I do... at 19, it's a bit closer. If he turns 20, that's a bit more unfortunate. But at the same time, that's a lot of trade value. Yeah, Draper. So we didn't get anything crazy. Unfortunately, that guy was a low top 6. But it wasn't a low top 9. You figured he'd be a low top 6 where he was drafted and all, but he starts at a decent overall where he could actually be an effective role player for us. Macias really low. This guy was the guy in this the 6th, who was listed to go 7th, but we grabbed him 6th. And this guy, this one I like, Hilbert, 62, 17 years old. He was the first round pick that was supposed to go in the 2nd. That's a really good pickup for us. And last but not least, I think, is this Rankin guy, who we got in the 5th round. Very low, but a lot of time to get better. And that is it for our draft there. So nothing crazy. Nothing like out of this world, but good value at least. That's kind of what we're after. Is the value. Speaking of value, Komisarek, I don't know if he'll be ready for starting duties. It might be safe to get like a mid-80s goaltender to play with him. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what that holds, but we'll go into the re-sign stage now. And then we'll kind of reassess from there. That's a lot of scouts off contract. But I like the job our scouts are doing here. Let's see which ones, if any, we want to give away. Extra league, no, that's fine. B is just fine for European leagues. I'm holding on to that. USA East, kind of same thing. B is fine. There's not a whole lot of players there, so you don't need to get that. I might get a better Russian scout. I think that WHL guy is secondary WHL scout, so... Oh, wait, no. The other guy's a B2. OHL, he's definitely the secondary OHL scout. Where's our primary one? Really? Yeah, okay, he's solid. So the secondary B- is okay. Oops, wait. Okay, it just switched the order. Grab him. The Scandinavian guy's okay too. That's the last one, yeah, let's get him. And there's a couple in here who I will let drop. I think the WHL and the no. The OHL guy I'll keep, but the WHL I could try to find a better one because they're actually both just Bs. We have an A- for OHL, so a B- secondary scout is just fine. But Russian scout, we can get a better one, and probably even a better WHL scout. So let's release him, and also release the WHL scout. And we'll try to get better ones for those. Alright, so that's what we'll do with our scouting here. And now, we're going into the re-sign phase, and I need to grab my calculator, so I'll be right back. Alright, so, Chalowski. What's our defensive core looking like? We got Seth Jones locked in, Funk, who should be pretty good, Brodin, Spurgeon for one more year. I don't think Chalowski's getting great, but if he hovers around here, he could be a very, very effective top 6 guy. So I think I am going to sign him. That's a bit much. That is a bit much. We can afford it for the next couple of years. If I do that, I'm only giving him... I'm only giving him 2 years if I'm doing that. And hopefully he'll want to take less as time goes on. No guarantee. But we'll see. We can get him for 3.5 for 2 years. Which is decent enough. So let's do that. McIsaac. He's about ready. Another guy though who won't really be a true top 4. So I'll sign him, but likely we'll be using him AHL, sort of stunting him. But hopefully to get him to a perfect top 6 level, because that's what I envision this guy as. He's more of a top 6 guy, so 2 years at that price is really good. Lindstrom, top 6, 77 overall. Righty though, yeah, okay, not very good. Ronick, we're done with Ronick, I think. Not going to use him as depth anymore. He's just going to bring down locker room chemistry, so bye. Gooley, that's a signing for sure. Still thinking about Lindstrom. I might need him at least for AHL. We'll see. But maybe not with the way all these new guys are coming in. Setkov, could release him instead. Hold off on that. Let's do a count here. 1. These guys are trash, but I'll still keep... Ugh. They're really trash. There's 6 right there. So we can do Lindstrom, and then that's it. Won't get anyone else if I sign Lindstrom, and I'll only do him for a year. Yeah, just make sure he comes back. I don't want to deal with him rejecting. That's too annoying. So yeah. Release Setkov. Yeah, we already have plenty. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine in defense now. All right. Back to skaters here. Ferk. We have the money to boost up the AHL. Oh, Byfield. Duh. Entry level for him. Hirosh. Don't need Applicator. Giovanni Smith. He's not that great. I could use him AHL maybe. I might hold on to Reader. Della Rose, I think, is done. Got a lot of guys coming up here. All right, Helma's done. Don't need him anymore. Gallant, I want. We'll offer him exactly what he wants. All right, Kovacs, entry level. I'll have to really do a count about AHL here. Another entry level. Got a lot of guys here. This is a busy time. And another entry level. And one more. He's not amazing, but I'll play him. See, let's do a count here for AHL. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 right now. Okay, so it was only 8. Valeno's gonna be NHL, so we could do like 9. I want Smith for 9 for sure. All right. We can afford it, so I'll give it to him. Hirosh, definitely. That's for 10. Do I want Ferk, though, for 11? Yeah, he's good. And we have the spare cash to really stack our AHL team still, so there's 11. And we could do one more here. Or we can do multiple more. This guy's better. He's also two-way forward, which I like more. Let's get that. Della Rose. Probably not. Say no to Della Rose. Release him. Let's do Ian, actually. And then maybe even still like one more, because we'll need some depth. Say no to Pope. And then grab Pumple, I think. Yeah, grab him. And that should be good. We'll have like 14 forwards. And for defensemen, we'll have like 8. That should be good. Goaltender-wise, Dubnyk we're going to let go of. Sateri wants to come back, but he's been declining, so we're only going to have one. We'll sign this guy to an entry level. And he could be the backup, but we're going to need a new starter, and we're going to need maybe a fringe starter. So we need a couple goalies here in free agency. But Sateri's just going to decline more. He's been declining, so might as well release him. And we can shuffle some of these guys around for more picks by this year. Or throw them in as sweeteners and trades, because this is going to be their last year. But yeah, we're going to have Komisarek, probably not ready for starter. And this guy's going to be backup. So we're going to need a spot starter, NHL, and a starter for AHL here in free agency. But everything else I think is pretty good. Let's advance a day here, get some of that all cleaned up. See what we got. More scouts. We got Hirosh, we got Ian, we got Pumple, I got Ferk, Turgeon. Okay, Chalowski rejected. Unfortunate. But, oh, McIsaac also rejected. Okay, so 2 defensemen rejected. So I do want both of them. What can I get this? I could do 3.75 for. It's only 2 years. I'll just give him that. He should accept that, and I do still want McIsaac, even if I am just going to kind of stunt him. I do want him for 2 years. I'll just give him close to what he wants, really. Especially if he's going to be an AHL, it won't matter as much. And we'll have plenty of cash here in free agency still. So that won't be an issue. But we still have Toby Reader, who I haven't made a decision on, I think. So let's... Okay, more scouts. We got... And it looks like we got Chalowski, at least. And we got McIsaac. Okay, so now It's deciding about the depth guys, really, for the forward end. We gotta get everything else sorted. So this is at least still our top 6. Well, Zykov will probably be higher up. So that's 7, 8. We might trade Antanasiu this year. Svechnikov dropped back. Okay, so yeah, he's done. He's kind of done. That's unfortunate. He like jumped up, but then he dropped. It couldn't have been stat growth. Maybe he's just demoralized. Hopefully he's just demoralized. Because that shouldn't have been stat growth. He was in AHL when he got that jump. So yeah, anyway, 8, 9, 10, 11 probably. And then there's 12 for Byfield. Those are the guys who I want here. So Bertuzzi, I think, is done. He's not as good. I think he's done. I would like a Reader, I think, for depth. I think Toby Reader would be the best for depth. He's got really solid, and he doesn't have bad face-offs in case we need to stick him center. He's got 70 face-offs. He's got good discipline too. So I really like Toby Reader for depth. So that's a lot for depth, dude. What are you doing? We can get him for 1.5 though, which is not bad, but I know he technically shouldn't be playing depth, but you know, he will be relegated there on this team. So that's kind of what we're looking at. There's our 13 forwards. And we might have to sign a depth defenseman. Or use Novotny as depth. Yeah, he's really not that good. I could use him as depth, but he's really not that good. I might like use him for depth for a year and then trade him because I don't like the way he's built. Or trade him now if we see something that we could really use. I don't know. We'll see. But we definitely need 2 goalies, that's for sure. We don't really need forwards. But 2 goalies for sure. And maybe a depth defenseman depending on if we trade Novotny. Which we might do. Because I don't know. He might be built okay. Like, I just don't like his stick checking. And he's not very aggressive, so he doesn't play the body a whole lot. Like, is he going to be super effective? I do kind of want to try him for depth for a year. And then, but, I mean, it's kind of not giving him a whole lot. Could also play him mostly. I could also do a nice little switch, like do like a half and half, like give each of these 2 guys like 41 games or something like that, or as close to that as possible. See which one does better, because they're both on 2-year deals, so we can trade one of them next year if we want to for really nothing. So that's always a possibility. In which case, we won't need a depth guy either. So all we'll really need is 2 goalies, which kind of puts us in an easier spot. But is it the best decision? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. But for the most part, we're in pretty good shape. Cap-wise, I mean, Zadina's on a steal of a contract. Jones is, you know, for what he is, it's good. Larkin's on a good contract. And we're going to get bad contracts out of here. Like, Brodin's not a great contract, obviously. But we can still afford it, especially with Spurgeon leaving next year. And we still got 14 mil to burn. Johansson, Nyquist, like, these guys aren't likely coming back. Might be being filled in with guys coming up. But no guarantee of that, obviously. But Byfield, probably. And Zykov already making the jump. So right there's your top 6. If you add in Byfield and Zykov to the big 4 right here, we're just fine for our top 6. And then we start off with the bottom 6. I think Rasmussen, Veleno down the centers. Hopefully Veleno is a 3C, Rasmussen is a 4C. And then you could build around those guys on the 3rd and 4th line really easily. So I think we're in really good shape here. Defensively, if Funk can get up to what I think he could be, that will be huge for us. I mean, he's a righty as Jones is, but I'm not really super concerned about that. It's just I want him to grow a huge amount, and I think he could this year. Vahaladi's on the left side. If he reaches his potential, him and Funk are our 1-2 guys in the future, I hope. And in the system here, we got other guys coming up. Earl looks like he'll be top 4. Same with Chuparov. Like, I'm liking where we're at. Please, Chuparov be a lefty. Oh, unfortunately they're both righties, but that's not, again, not a huge concern. I like Fedorov, who's a lefty. He'll take a bit longer, but maybe another top 4 guy. By the way, he's growing. Yeah, we've put ourselves in a good position, and we have some good prospects here. So let me just double check I don't have anything else to do. But I'm pretty sure Reeder's the last one. Yeah, Toby Reeder's the last thing we got. So let's make sure he signs, and then we can get up to normal free. Ooh, okay. Toby Reeder didn't want that. What the heck? Come on, Toby. I really want this guy for depth, though. Like, he's really solid. So I'll literally give him what he's asking, because I can. And it won't hurt us that much. We don't need to go for anything big here in free agency. There we go. Got him back. And we are done. So let's turn off the draft settings that I didn't use on the draft, but I used afterwards. Because I'm smart like that. And we'll turn off those and be able to check out the free agency class here. See who's on the market. Probably not going to go for any major names, but you never know. Oh, what am I doing? I didn't even sim. I just clicked on it, assuming that the game did it for me. Maybe it should do it for me. Just sim. Read my mind, EA. Come on now. All right, side free agents. What's the class looking like? Well, there's Nate Mack wanting an absurd amount of money. And our center core is just fine. Wow. Defensemen are at a premium. And I'm pretty, yeah, unfortunately Dumba's a righty. Ghost Bear, though, is a lefty. A lot of teams interested in him, but we're a conference finals team now. We got the pull. We could trade Spurgeon, but I don't know if anyone takes that contract. We can grab Ghost to spare. Our righty-lefty will be screwed up, but that won't really matter. Or we could trade the righty. Who is the righty? Spurgeon or no, Brodin's the lefty, yeah. So actually, this would work if we traded Spurgeon. Then we'd have Ghost to spare, Jones, Brodin, Funk. Tempting. We'd have to trade, though. We'd have to make the trade. Just for the, well, we wouldn't have to, but the cap space. You know what? I might even, Binnington or Korpisalo, I might grab one of these guys. This is like exactly what I'm looking for. I'll probably go for Korpisalo since he wants less years. I'm not going to need him for 3 years. I'll probably do 2 years for either one of these guys. Let's see what the fall drop-off is. He only goes up a little bit. So like 5 mil for a couple years for him to make sure we get him. And I feel like Binnington probably isn't as good. And Korpisalo, how's he doing a backup role as a mid-80s? Yeah, pretty good. We don't know how he'll do it as a starter, but we're probably going to give him a chance this year. He'll probably actually switch off pretty well with Komisarek. Then when Komisarek should be ready for starting role next year, Korpisalo will be, you know, into the backup role. We'll have a really good goalie tandem, and then we could look for a you know, more optimal backup when Komisarek will start needing his money. So that's kind of my idea right there. We'll also need an AHL starter. We can kind of just grab anyone around this area, really. Mason. We can play him. Picard. Darling. Like any of these guys can be solid for the AHL starting role. Just veteran-type goaltenders. I think that's the best call. And we'll have the money to spend. But that's interesting. Ghost to spare. That's an interesting one. I'm concerned about the term, though. But there's actually not much of a drop-off. So, but matching like 8 mil deals we'll probably need to offer him 8 mil to get him to sign. So 16 mil tied up in those guys, in him and Jones. It would buy us time, but how many years would I want to give him? You know, that's the question. Don't want to necessarily line him up with Jones. That is a nice thought, though. 4 years is what Jones is on. We trade Spurgeon. That should be a movable contract. Then like Jones and Funk. Down the right side, goes to spare Brodin. Down the left side. I'm liking it more that I look at it. I'm not going to lie. And Vahalati might even be ready for top 4, which means Brodin would get technically relegated. But give him enough PK ice time. He should be fine? Question mark. It's not an optimal way to use a 7 mil contract. But when we need to trade him is the time that it'll be easier to trade him. Because, well, look at when our RFAs are coming up. So, again, we've actually put ourselves in a really good spot here. So if we spend 8 mil, let's say, we're down to 5 left. We trade that, we have 6 more. And then we have 11 to get the goaltender. And we'll still have like a 6 mil spare. Maybe a little less when we get the backup, but he'll be, you know, the AHL guy. But yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at right here, and we're in good shape. And this Zadina contract is going to pay off in spades, as I said. He's just going to be, it's just filthy. So really liking what it's looking like right now. Yep. All right, so that's my kind of thoughts on the matter. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on what we should pursue there in free agency, because that will definitely help me make my decisions, as it always does. Give me more things to chew on, so to speak, think about, mull over in my noggin. So, all right, guys, that will do it. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to leave that like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. If watching my videos just isn't enough sin for you, be sure to go over there on Twitter and shoot me a follow, and you could even join our Discord server as well to talk with some of the other sinners out there. The links to both are in the description.